Today we're going to create slide 4 on your state Google presentation. So let's go ahead and add a new slide, slide 4. So we're going to go to the plus to add a new slide, but select the arrow. We're going to select a blank layout for slide 4. Now if this ever happens to you and your slide goes in the wrong place, all you need to do is left click, drag it down to the bottom where you want it. So starting from a blank page, today we're going to add our title using WordArt. So let's go back, and from the Insert tab, you're going to select WordArt, just like you made your title at the beginning of your slide. Select WordArt, and the name of this slide is called State Symbols. Make sure you have a capital. Hit Enter, and it is inserted into your slide. So you can drag it. Now this isn't an image, so you can drag it from the side or top and not worry about the word being distorted. You can resize it, and you're going to drag it to the top of your page. From here, you're going to change the color of the inside of the letters. While your WordArt is selected, you go back to your shortcut toolbar, and you can see the fill color with the bucket. Select that, and we're going to fill the color. Remember, staying within your color scheme. And I'm going to change the outline of the letters using the line color, and I can change the weight of that line and make it thicker. Now it's hard to see that, but I know it will stand out when I add my background, so I'm going to leave it for now. The next thing we're going to do is insert a text box. So I have two ways to do that. I can go to Insert and add a text box that way, or I can do the shortcut. Click and drag the text box onto your page. Now we're going to select the same font before we start typing, because we want the font to be the same on every page. So if you forgot, go back to your other slide, click on the text to see what you used. Click back on your text box and change your font style to match. Now before you start typing, you want to change your list to a bullet list. Using your shortcut toolbar, go across and find a way to create a bullet list. There it is. So click to select. You can see your first bullet point comes up. Now in this text box, we're going to type in all the state symbols that you recorded in your fact sheet. My goal for you is to have at least 5 to 10 state symbols. So refer back to your research notes for this section. I'm going to start with my first symbol, which is the state flag. I'm going to add a colon and then write what that state symbol is. So the California state flag is a bear flag. So when I'm finished, all I have to do is hit Enter, and the next bullet point goes in. So once you've typed in your 5 to 10 state symbols, you're going to make sure that you edit the size of your font so that it fits nicely onto your page. Resize the box so everything fits. Maybe put it center, because we're going to add quite a few pictures today. We're going to add at least 3 to 4 pictures to go along with our state symbols. So you need to keep in mind which state symbol you're looking for before you go to image search. So my first one will be the state mammal, the grizzly bear. So once I've made up my mind, I go into the Insert tab and I go to Image. Again, another way you could do that is simply click on this little image shortcut, and it will take you into a search bar. So I'm going to search for the California. I need to make sure I put my state name. Grizzly bear. Search. I have quite a few pictures to select from, so I'm going to pick the one and double click it to insert it into my slide. Again, grabbing it by the corner, making sure I'm not distorting it. I'm going to drag it and resize it so that it's smaller on my page. I'm not going to worry about the placement just yet because I have several more to add. So I'm going to add maybe the dog face butterfly. Go back to Image. Go up to the top, California dog face butterfly. You put your cursor on it, it will tell you whether that's the correct image that you're looking for. And resize and drag it off to the side. I'm going to do 2 more. I'm going to do the California redwood tree. And the last one I'm going to do is the California poppy. Now my suggestion is if you're looking for something in particular and the Google image search doesn't give you what you want, just search for a different symbol. The search tool built into the Google Slide program limits the images that come up slightly. So if you're having difficulty finding, for example, the dog face butterfly, just insert a picture of something different. Go to a different state symbol, look it up, and find that one instead. Okay, so I have my 4 pictures, and I'm gonna make a bit of a collage on this page and make sure everything fits. My words need to stand out, and my pictures need to stand out. So I'm gonna take a few minutes to resize everything so it looks nice. Now you can see that I had a little bit more free time, so I went back in and I added a few more pictures that matched my state symbols. I added some gold, the desert tortoise, and I added borders to each picture. Remember to do that. You select your picture, you go to line color, select the color that you want, select the line thickness. So I did that for each picture, and I also took a few minutes to rearrange my words so my text stood out and nothing was covered. My pictures were resized. I layered a few of them so they looked nice, and so that took me quite a few minutes. So take a few minutes to make sure that you set up the layout of your slide. So now we're going to add a background color to our slide. So let's go to background, and we're going to add a color that complements. So this time I'm going to add an orange. See how that looks. So again, keeping in mind, I kind of flip back to make sure I still am in the same color scheme that I selected because I want my slides to flow. The last thing we're going to do is add a couple animations. I'm going to let you select which 2 items you're going to animate today. You can click and add animation to your word art. So if you select word art, you're going to go up here to insert and go to animation. Now that you're familiar with the animations, you're just going to go ahead and select one. I'm going to do flying in from the left, and I'm going to click my redwood tree, add animation, and fly in from the top. And if you have extra time, you could do one more. And let's see how that looks. Again, using your mouse, click, click, and click, because I added 3. Make sure you take your time and do your personal best. Today I want the focus to be on the layout of your slide, taking your time to insert your images, to layer them, and make sure your slide looks nice. Good luck and do your personal best.